Good evening, race fans. Welcome in to the 8th round of the LSRL Xfinity Series here at Las Vegas for 100 laps. Stage break will be at lap number 25, a 70% fuel capacity. The drivers will have 3 tire sets and 2 green-white checkers to settle it amongst themselves here this evening. And as always, got my co-commentator Art in the booth here with me.
Yeah, very happy to be here in Las Vegas, Sin City. We've seen, Jonathan Schwartz, he got the win last week. He's had some real, you could say, gambles on pit cycles throughout the season. We'll see if he can do it again here tonight.
Let's go ahead and get right into the on-track action as cars are gridding, as we had to reset the computer due to some technical issues we were having. Don't even know what they are this week. Bit rate's fine, quality's fine. So I honestly couldn't tell you what the problem is this week. Made up pixie dust or something. I don't really know. But Glenn Murphy Jr. gets the pole. Josh Lambert, Jonathan Schwartz, Brandon Massey, and Michael Tant going to be making a handful of their first starts here this evening. As I believe we will have 23 drivers getting ready to take the green flag.
At least 23 in the session, whether all 23 make it out on track, unsure.
We will just have to see. Let's go ahead and get a quick look at your championship standings before they head off, as we are 3 races before the chase. And the top 8 will make it in. Jonathan Schwartz, Randy Arms, Glenn Murphy Jr., Josh Lambert, Michael Davis, Corey Blevins, Tony Scarbo, and Ryan Tiller. The top 8 currently. Dylan Bird sitting 7 points out. John Furnass, a multiple-time race winner, but hasn't shown up the last couple of weeks. So, not sure where he's at, but if he comes back, he'll be right in that playoff mix. But those are your top 8 as they run before any laps here this evening. It will be Glenn Murphy Jr. leading us down here tonight.
Yeah, Glenn Murphy Jr. coming off back-to-back wins and a solid second place last week. Obviously a very strong contender here in the LSRL.
The picks to win as they come off turn number 4.
I feel like it'd be kind of like hard to go against Glenn Murphy Jr., so I'm going to go with Glenn Murphy Jr.
As I mentioned, John Furnass hasn't been here the last couple of weeks, but he is back tonight. I'm going to go with him as my pick to win from the 4th position. But Glenn Murphy Jr. enters the Geico restart zone, and we are underway here from Las Vegas. Let's head down to turn number 1. Sideline has the momentum. Glenn Murphy Jr. and Jonathan Schwartz take the first and second spot. As all 23 drivers did end up taking the green flag here this evening. It will be Glenn Murphy Jr. that leads lap number 1 side by side for second. Josh Lambert taking that second spot back away from Jonathan Schwartz.
Glenn Murphy Jr. with almost 4/10 on second place through lap 1.
Anthony Giuliano making his second start this season. It's already up 2 spots on the opening lap. Tony Scarbo is as well. They're side by side for the 10th position. John Furnass up to 3rd as they're 2x2 for most of the field. Car hard in the wall. It might have been Travis DeLeon in the 12 machine. Jackson Carr also making his on-track return. He runs in the 20th position. Corey Blevins, though, your big mover, he's up 3 spots to the 14th position.
Glenn Murphy Jr. and Josh Lambert have put on a second between them and 3rd place.
Yeah, half a second to 2nd, and then another second back to John Furnass in the 3rd position.
John Schwartz qualified P3, and it seems like that car is just not coming to him in dirty air. Currently dropping down, I believe, all the way to 11th.
Yeah. Down. Now back to the 12th position. Samuel Demien trying to get a run off the high side. He's 3 wide. Not what we expected to see out of the 58 here early on, as he's now down to the 14th position.
Potentially a strategy call with these drivers only having 2 extra sets of tires.
With the stage break coming at lap 25, it might be a little early to bolt on a set of tires and have 1 set remaining. They have 1 that they started the race on, and 2 in the pits. Brandon Massey for Massey Family Racing doing a nice job out there in the 2nd position. Michael Tant making his on-track debut in the 50 machine. Sits in the 22nd position. They're side by side just ahead of him. Oh, that's going to be contact and trouble for the 88 and the 12. Travis DeLeon and Casey Brown. We stay green.
They both kept it straight, technically, so...
They spun down off the track. Bounced off the wall and kept going, but Glenn Murphy Jr. is out to a 1.4 second lead. That's just brutal.
He's considered a favorite for a reason, and that's why I picked him.
Travis DeLeon and Casey Brown now 10 and 12 seconds off the pack, respectively, with damage on both of those race cars. So they will be very much looking forward to the stage 25, the lap 25 stage break caution. Look at Michael Jeans, though. He is up 6 spots into the 6th position. Closest on-track battle right now is for the 15th position, Joseph Murata, Samuel Demien, and then Jonathan Schwartz. They're side by side into turn number 1. Jonathan Schwartz is down to the 17th position after starting in P3. See there, Joseph Murata experiencing the joys of online racing. But Jackson Carr is your big mover. He's up 8 spots to the 14th position to work lap number 11. The 41, Jonathan Mazzela, looking pretty racy up ahead, trying to find a way around Corey Blevins. Just up ahead of them, Tony Scarbo and the aid of Randy Arms. Going side by side. This is for the last spot in the top 10. But Glenn Murphy Jr. has continued to dominate through the course of the first 13 laps. We're going to have a battle for second on our hands. John Furnass. So we're halfway through stage number 1. He's going to be making a move to the outside for the second position. Trying to get the runoff.
Furnass, when he has been here, he's been really good at saving tires. So these first 15 laps, he's probably just, saved his stuff, and now he wants to start trying, potentially close in, catch that 2-second gap between him and Murphy Jr.
We've seen him do it before. Let's see if he's got anything for him as we head off to this second half of our one and only stage. But he's got to get around the 26 machine to do it. Further back, Jonathan Shorts now starting to charge up through the field. He's up to 15th. These guys go side by side. Tony Scarbo trying to get in the mix here. As the battle for stage points is starting to heat up here just outside the top 10. Anthony Giuliano, his return to on-track action, sits inside the top 10. Brandon Massey running a strong 4th. See here on board with the 82 of John Furnass. Josh Lambert starting to pull away from him. The dirty air, at least in this early stage, proving to be too much to handle. Jonathan Schwartz is making a late charge here. He's up to 14th around Jackson Carr. What's up, Dorman? Further back in this field, Eric Shields, Adam Kilday going at it for the 17th position. Samuel Demien and Michael Camp battle for the last spot in the top 20. Adam Kilday will get the run off the high side.
A lot of two-car battles throughout the field. Not a whole lot of spots to be gained, surprisingly.
Yeah, Dylan Bird trying to take a peek underneath of Brandon Massey for 4th. We're starting to get a 4-car battle. Ryan Tiller, he's picked up 2 spots since the drop of the green flag. Dylan Bird's trying to get a run on that low side of the racetrack, but instead it's invited Michael Jeans to the party, who's going to take a look to the low side of the racetrack.
Michael Jean seemed to have found his home on that high side. He gets a really good run out of 4. He's just not able to really do much with it.
Here comes Ryan Tiller. You can see here 2 by 2 pretty much. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. All the way back to 10th. 4th to 10th pretty much. A second separating those drivers.
All 3 lanes being used in that battle too.
You can see that the 13 of Corey Blevins making a power move down to the inside. It's the battle for stage points. It's now or never, as there's 3 laps left in our one and only stage here this evening. Anthony Giuliano with practically nothing over the 41 of Jonathan Mazzella. Jonathan Schwartz there as well. Saving those tires. Going to get a great run down the back straightaway. 41 is boxed in, nowhere to go. Glenn Murphy Jr. Gap is now back under 2 seconds as he starts the penultimate lap in this stage. As Brandon Massey is watching this battle in his rearview mirror and loving what he's seeing. Michael Jean side by side for 5th. Ryan Tiller thinking about 3 wide. Can he stick that 23 Taco Bell machine in there? He will. There's going to be contact made and trouble. Big damage down the back straightaway. And we will not make it to the stage. And there's still wrecking. Jonathan Schwartz involved. There's Dylan Bird, Tony Scarbo. And it's the huge one at not Daytona's Las Vegas, but that's what it looked like. A never-ending wreck. We saw that start with Ryan Tiller trying to go 3 wide. He was living Moss, going for it all, and it ends up in a huge crash, and he'll be down in the 19th position.
Not anymore. Oh, wow. I kind of forgot they're a couple laps behind. They haven't been able to catch up to the 8th.
Yeah. But that'll be the stage win again for Glenn Murphy Jr. We'll see if he can win the race off pit road if anyone elects to do a strategy call. With that many cars involved in a wreck, we don't expect there to be any shenanigans. Let's take a look at what happened to bring out the caution right as the stage. So Ryan Tiller tries to stick it 3 wide, gets a little bit of a bump from the 08 with some net code. Michael Davis is destroyed. Randy Arms, huge damage. Adam Kilday is going to sneak through here, the 25. The 50 of Michael Tant will sneak through as well. Schwartz just comes back up, tags the 4 of Dylan Bird. Tony Scarbo trying to lock it down, nowhere for him to go the 25 as well.
I think one of the saddest ones, and not like his fault, but Joseph Murata, like being the race control, like having to throw the caution and then like not being able to fully realize that, you know, they're still wrecking in front of him.
Yeah, slows down, throws the caution, but and the second wreck kicks off, so it's 2 separate incidents. Oh, that's just the track blocker at Las Vegas. Much like we saw in the Road to Pro race here a couple of weeks ago. And it has put a couple of strong cars behind the wall. Michael Davis, Jackson Carr, Travis DeLeon, Tony Scarbo. Spent extended time on pit road. So we're getting ready to go back to green here. On lap number 28. It's going to shake up the running order further back. Glenn Murphy Jr. led every lap in that stage, and he is away.
Big jump from Glenn Murphy Jr. there.
Yes, Dorman, I know. But he is again away by about 3 to 4 car lengths before we even get to turn number 3. John Furnas, though, has the track position. We'll see if he's able to challenge here. This will promote some guys towards the tail end of the top 10. Adam Kilday, Eric Shields, we saw them racing pretty hard back in the pack. They're able to avoid that wreck. Daniel Hashi running side by side with Jonathan Schwartz. These are where a lot of these damaged race cars lie. You see there the 29, big damage. The 58 didn't have a whole lot of damage. He came up and clipped the 29. So the 58 should continue to show speed the rest of the race. Joseph Murata will have a little bit of damage on the front end of that 5. Casey Brown, Ryan Tiller, heavy damage. And then there's Randy Arms as well. All the way back down. Tony Scarbo in the 20th position.
I think the big thing they're going to be to talk about is John Furnas not letting Glenn Murphy Jr. get too far away. Still a 4/10 lead for Murphy Jr. right now, but
compared to what it was initially, though, at the start of this thing, hasn't been too bad. Furnas and Lambert swap positions, second and third. Brandon Massey, he was up inside the top 5. Now dropping back on this restart. Eric Shields, Corey Blevins, and Jonathan Mazzela all up double-digit spots.
Adam Kilday with a big move there to get around Brandon Massey. Really cut off his nose down the backstretch.
A third of the way through this race. And Joseph Murata is bringing that number 5 machine back down pit road. That'll give us 18 cars on the lead lap. And 21 still on track.
It seems like Furnas has been able to put up the best fight of the night to keep, Glenn Murphy Jr. within his sights.
Still 0.3 of a second, pretty much what it's been since the restart. We'll see if he's going to start getting the tires warmed up behind that 48 machine. You see Joseph Murata coming back out. Michael Tant doing a nice job holding on to that 14th position. Dylan Bird with some heavy right front damage, trying to find a way around him. You see there the 4 machine shutting off the race car, coasting through 3 and 4, but Michael Tant making his debut. He's up 9 spots. Daniel Hashey, saw him last night as well. He's up 8 spots, but your biggest mover is Jonathan Mazzela in the 41 machine.
And he's looking to get another spot.
To the inside of the 08 of Michael Jeans. But the 08 will have that run off the high side of the racetrack, and he'll be cleared down into turn number 1. But we have a battle for the lead brewing here. The 82 machine, John Furnass, calling it a half behind.
The closest anyone has been tonight to Glenn Murphy Jr. not on pit road.
We're on the initial restart of the race. We'll see what he can do, though. The closer he gets to him, the harder it's going to be to pass.
He potentially give up tires to go try and work that high side to get out of his air.
Trying to find a different lane, get air on the nose of that 82 Chevy Camaro.
Oh, it's kind of funny that you said the 82 Chevy Camaro. The first non-Camaro on the field is 8th place Eric Shields, and he's immediately surrounded by Camaros.
The bow ties are reigning supreme and running rampant here. And side-by-side here for 7th position, Anthony Giuliano looking very good in his return to on-track action.
Jonathan Mazzale and Michael Jeans were dang near home drafting down the front stretch last time by.
The 41 still trying to find a way around.
Looks like he's trying to get a run on that high side.
But in all of this, Glenn Murphy Jr. has extended his lead from 1.5 car lengths up to 7 as we are approaching halfway. Looking like the dominant car here tonight. We do have one more round of pit stops, though, so we'll see if any adjustments can be made for these drivers to get them more comfortable. As Michael Tant and Daniel Hashey go side by side for the 14th position.
Oh, wow, we entirely missed it on lap 41. Eric Shields and Anthony Giuliano had a little bit of contact. I was wondering why Eric Shields was so far back.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, look at that. The 17. Trying to make a move there. Gets in a little deep. Tags the one in the left rear corner. What a save from Eric Shields, though. My goodness. Fantastic save. Daniel Hashey going to shake up the strategy here, coming in short pit for the rest of his peers.
I don't think we'll see anyone else try and follow in line with that, but it's a strategy.
He'll be the quickest man on track for a couple of laps, but it might be a long-term detriment to the 32 machine, but we'll see how it pays off. He's back out on track. 15 seconds. Good stop for the Black Gold Racing team. Will come out in 20th position, one spot ahead of where he started.
Little battle developing here right now between Furness and Lambert.
And Furness could have easily burned his stuff up. Trying to find a way around the 48. Could have burned up the right front a little bit. Got a little tight. See if the 26 is able to wrap the bottom a little better. There's nothing separating these two drivers in the battle for second further back. Battle for fourth rages on as well as the 41 continues to try and find a way around. The 08 machine. As we are 3 laps away from halfway.
They're side by side for second coming out of 4.
Furness has the top side trying to use the momentum. The 26 of Josh Lambert has the shortest way around the racetrack. So he's just able to get back to the throttle a little bit earlier than that 82. Trying to get a run. He's going to stick his nose in there. Try and complete the pass.
Ooh, he's coming up the track a little bit there.
Tony Scarrow's into the pits as well. You saw there on the right side of your screen. Contact made on the front stretch. Saw the 26 get a little slideways. Off into turns number 1 and 2. The bumps you can see on the bottom side forcing the 26 up into the 82. Glenn Murphy Jr., loving what you're seeing. Here comes Daniel Hashey, though, on those fresh tires. Quickest man on the racetrack. Gonna try and unlap himself the hard way. But still side by side. They've been doing it for 2 whole laps. Daniel Hashey's gonna have to pick a lane. At the line, that would have gone to the 82 of John Furness.
Be beautiful seeing this fight for the lead, but sadly Glenn Murphy Jr. is a second and a half ahead.
Here comes the 32 machine. We'll dive it up underneath here. Have superior grip.
Ooh, I think he's a little scared of it because they're racing for the lead. Or not for, but, second place at least. He seemed to back out of that pretty hard. Oh yeah, first change of tires for Hashey, so he's still going to have another set for later in the race if we get a caution.
If we get a late race caution for that 32 to be more aggressive.
He really needs to be aggressive right now and try and get at least that 1 lap back.
Right, because some of those damaged cars further back in the pack, they could be at risk of going a lap down.
As Dylan Bird just did, as Randy Arms is about to do.
They have yet to pit those, so Hashey would cycle out to the first car 1 lap down. If he can get up there and put himself 1 lap down, and then get the lap back when the leader pits, would be the ideal thing. He's going to the high side now. See if he can get a run. Looks like he'll do so easily. 2 for 1.
There was a little bit of contact between Lambert and Furness.
And all that squabbling. 48 of Glenn Murphy Jr.'s pulled another half a second on him. Leads up to 2 seconds now. 41. He's streaming. Giving a great advertisement. Great marketing for pay-to-win setups. And stuck behind that 08 for about the last 15 to 20 laps since we went back green on the restart. Second and third still trying to find a way to settle this battle. Lambert
almost 3 wide there with a lap car.
Hasn't been able to complete the pass. Daniel Hashey inside of Randy Arms. Not for position, but 32 continues his quest to unlap himself.
As much as I'm loving this battle for second, I really want to watch Daniel Hashey potentially unlap himself and pass Glenn Murphy Jr. It's just really exciting. I don't care if he's got fresher tires. He's got the high side. He's got the run.
No contest for unlapping himself to get to 1 lap down. He'll get the second lap back when Glenn Murphy pits.
Oh, what are we talking about? That Lambert does actually complete the pass.
Let's take a look at how he did it. Again, using that low side of the racetrack. And just drives it in very deep in that 26 machine. He's able to complete the slide job right up in front of the 82. Oh, not quite. This is the furthest he's been ahead. He gets that last little bit down in 3 and 4. So a very well-earned pass for the 26 machine of Josh Lambert. Now he's got 2.5 seconds almost to catch up to our race leader, Glenn Murphy Jr. Daniel Hashey now trying to track down Travis DeLeon. He's 4 seconds up the road. He's got another 26 seconds to Randy Arms, who is the first car 1 lap down. And further back, 41 still trying to find a way around Michael Jeans. Got a good run off for turn number 2 that time. Going to be side by side into turn number 3.
Gonna have a little bit of help from the draft, potentially?
Shortest way around the racetrack versus momentum. They're dead even going into 1. 40 laps to go next time by. I think the 41 will have the pass completed this time. Should he elect to slide up the 08? Does he do a crossover? No. Stays in line. Now he tries to crossover. They switch lanes. 08 now on the bottom, 41 up top. And they are both catching John Furnass as well.
I don't think the bottom agreed with Michael Jean's car. Is he not enjoying that exit of 4 there?
Samuel Demien in for his final pit stop of the race. He's back out on track. And Massey still doing a very nice job in his debut. Casey Brown in for his final stop. He's under pressure from Adam Kildave. That is for the 8th position. The battle for the 17th position. Fresh tires versus old tires, no contest. The 32. Picking them up, putting them down one at a time. And go underneath Ryan Tiller there as well. Still got 22 seconds to Randy Arms. And then obviously Ryan Tiller in danger of going a lap down as well. We'll see how the strategy works out for him. Adam Kildare trying to do what Josh Lambert and Jonathan Mazzella did. Use the low side of the racetrack, shortest way around to get ahead of their direct competitor. This time it's Brandon Massey he's battling. 1 car length back. Trying to peek his
Something
nose in there.
to potentially disrupt the leader. Samuel Demian in that 21, while he has fresh tires, his car is pretty banged up.
Heavy right front and right rear damage from our caution on lap 24. One and only caution.
He seems to actually be pulling away from the leader now, but he was a little slow in front of him.
Yeah, the gap has stayed exactly the same since Lambert took over the second position. It is 2.2 seconds, and Glenn Murphy
in first.
And that's music to his ears. No one came with him. He's going to have the freshest tires, going to get a lap at least ahead of his direct competitors.
I think you have to respond right now. Yeah, Blevins, Furness, both, with the pitting in.
Yeah, the 41 right before that had caught the 82 of John Furness.
Yeah, Lambert's got it wound up.
Lambert, Furness going in very deep, going to cane all that time back. Very good entrance, and there goes the entire field. Brandon Massey, Adam Kildare, they get it all wound up. Jonathan Schwartz going to stay out, and he's going to get a bonus point for a lap led. Glenn Murphy Jr., though, he's going to come out somewhere along the lines of 3 to 4 seconds ahead. We'll see where it ends up being. There's a battle with Josh Lambert.
Glenn Murphy Jr. on the front stretch right now, passing the start-finish line, and they're just now leaving.
It is no contest. They're on the access road. 26 getting as low as he can, trying to gain as much time. But they'll easily be almost 4.5 seconds when they get back out.
And John Furness, he had a really good exit to pit road, so he's going to have a little more momentum than Lambert.
Right up on the back bumper of the battle. Oh, he's going to get into the back of him. Oh, my goodness.
I think he got him arrow loose. There was no contact there.
On the cold tires. What a save from Josh Lambert, though. Oh, my goodness. Randy Arms, Dylan Burden for their final stop of the night.
It is a 5-second difference between Glenn Murphy Jr. and John Furness.
This is Daniel Hashey. Now gets back onto the lead lap when Jonathan Schwartz will pit.
And it looks like he's getting it wound up this time by.
58 will be in. He'll have much fresher tires to the end of the race. He'll be going hard charge till the end of it. Interesting to note that Michael Davis spent almost 20 minutes on pit road, came out, did 3 laps just so he wouldn't be last. He got around Jackson's car and then parked it for the evening.
Hey, a spot's a spot.
Indeed it is. Glenn Murphy Jr. takes over the top spot. Laps Michael Tant, now trying to lap Casey Brown up to the 14th position. Fastest lap of the race was Josh Lambert.
And Lambert's gotten back to Furness.
And Jonathan Mazzella has gotten around Michael Jeans during that sequence. Corey Blevins now is in the mix. Jonathan Schwartz comes out in the 11th position, and he's got 3 cars within 4 seconds of him that he could easily catch on those fresher tires. First up will be Brandon Massey. Michael Tant and Casey Brown going at it as well. This is for the 14th position. Gap at the front is 5.6 seconds between Glenn Murphy Jr. and John Furness.
I'm going to be devastated here in a couple laps as Glenn Murphy Jr. is closing in real fast on Daniel Hashey.
Yeah, tried to play the short pit game, did not get the caution that he needed. He's giving Samuel Demien all he can handle on those older tires. Obviously with the damage on that 21. Still up 8 spots from where he started though, so not a bad night at all for the 32 team.
I think he's getting it. Whoa, that was a close one.
So he's actually going to come in. The short pitting was, he split that last stage in 2, so he'll have the fresh tires at the end. But with the pace of these leaders, he'll be multiple laps down by the time he comes back out. So he is lapped up to 12th here in the next lap or two. Joseph Murata stays out of the way. Look at the grip difference there between the 21 and the 48. No contest. Next up would be Jonathan Schwartz, who he will not get. Schwartz has 4-lap fresher tires.
We are side by side for second down the front stretch.
John Furnass and Josh Lambert, stop me if you've heard that one before. Literally exactly where they were right before pit stops. The 82 on the high side, the 26 on the low side. Jonathan Mazzela has a front row seat for this.
If I'm Mazzela, I'm just putting in cruise control. I'm making sure I stay with them and let them burn their stuff up fighting each other.
You got an easy podium right ahead of you. You can just take care of the race car. Let these guys battle it out, burn their stuff up. Gonna get the draft. And kind of roll the center of the corner.
Ooh!
Contact made 82 hard into the wall. And there goes the 41. There'll be some aero damage to this right side of that 82 machine. Corey Blevins might have a shot at him in the final 25 laps. Eric Shields, Jonathan Schwartz.
Oh,
Brandon Massey, 9th, 10th, and 11th.
It's so sad because you can see it was a netcode touch. They didn't actually get that close.
Put the 58 into the 10th position. So they'll try and set off after Brandon Massey again. Spent a lot of time battling these two drivers, though, on fresher tires, so he's going to lose time to Kildare ahead. But now it looks like he's got those tires switched on. He'll be into the 8th position. But it is a 4.8 second lead, and here comes Jonathan Mazzela trying to take second spot away.
They have actually closed in about half a second, but
The 48 just managing the gap. For that lap, Josh Lambert was a 10th quicker than the 41, trying to extend his lead back out. Casey Brown trying to run down Michael Tant. Schwartz able to get around Brandon Massey on that last lap as well. Tony Scarbo in and out for his final stop of the race. Daniel Hashey's got 2 spots ahead of him that he's trying to track down for 17th. Don't think he'll be able to progress much further than that. He does have 17th on the cards if he can make the pass on those much fresher tires. Saw him do it once as he charged through the field. Especially with the damage to that 4 machine of Dylan Bird, we expect him to fly around the outside of the racetrack.
No, it's just sticking so easily for him up there.
And again, a 2 for 1. Put Daniel Hashey back into the 17th position, up 4 spots from where he started this race. He'll look to pull away and settle into a rhythm to get some more laps under his belt.
I don't think a potential top 15 is entirely out of the question for him.
19 laps to go, and last lap by he was 7/10 of a lap quicker than Randy Arms. It'll take it. He'll need to pick it up the pace just a little bit, but now he's in some clean air. He might have a shot at it. We'll see. The battle here between Brandon Massey and Eric Shields is our closest battle on track, as well as the battle for second between Josh Lambert and Jonathan Mazzella as they lap Michael Tant.
I see what this time buying is for Furness and Blevins. Been slowly watching their progress, and seems like Blevins is only about a 10th faster every lap. Expected a little more to try and catch Furness with the damage on that car.
Just want to try one thing here. Actually, I have a potential solution here. Eric Shields getting ever closer to the 2 machine. Side by side through turns 3 and 4. 15 laps to go. This is the battle for the last spot in the top 10.
And Glenn Murphy Jr. about half a straightaway behind.
The pace, since we went back green after the lap 25 stage break, has been pretty much breakneck. Coming to 13 laps to go for Glenn Murphy Jr. Got a 4-second lead. Comfortable in the clean air over Josh Lambert. But how about Jonathan Mazzella, though? Up 16 spots. That 41 has looked good all night long. We head down.
New battle on track as Blevins has actually caught up to Furness.
This will be for the 4th position. We go to the inside here. Try and power his way around. Got a half a car length ahead, now a whole car length ahead as he dives it down into turn number 3. Put 13 of Corey Blevins up into that 4th position.
Yeah, Furness doing a lot with a damaged car. We know the damage model on these cars is not a fun one.
Michael Jeans might be thinking of a top 5 here with 11 laps to go. Take a look at your lap time history between him and John Furnass, and it has been a consistent decline for that 82 machine. Gap now under a second. You can see there the gap ever increasing. Gene's has been 3/10, and then 4/10, and then 6/10 of a lap, 6/10 of a second quicker than John Furnass. We go to the high side here, get the runoff for turn number 2, close up right up to the back bumper of that 82 machine. Don't need the lap time history because they are side by side off of turn number 4. That about got a little bit. It did. Contact actually was made. Didn't need to be the 08 much quicker. Brandon Massey trying to track down Eric Shields. He's got 1 lap fresher tires. Gap 1 car length. This is the closest battle on track as we are counting down. It'll be 6 laps to go as Glenn Murphy Jr. is almost lapped up to 11th. Going off of turn number 4, it'll be 5 laps to go for Glenn Murphy Jr., who does not want to see a caution, has drove a perfect race.
I feel like that's a terrible thing to mention.
There's no one really even close on track, so unless someone self-spins it, he should be good to go to bring this home for the victory. Brandon Massey unable to close in on Eric Shields. Late developing battle, though. Randy Arms trying to track down Samuel Demien. He's got the fresher tires. He should be able to get there. Get himself a 14th place finish for his troubles. Caught up in that lap 24 caution. Gap is under 4/10 of a second. We have 4 laps to go.
Looking at Brandon Massey trying to just move around the racetrack, see if he can find anything to get to that top 10.
Here comes Randy Arms to the high side on much fresher tires and with a slightly less damaged car. Right in front of our race leader. They stay pretty respectful. 2 laps to go. Brandon Massey should be able to finish his debut race on the lead lap. Michael Tant unable to say the same thing, but he put up a heck of an effort. Randy Arms did not want to go another lap down. Fighting for everything he's worth. But out of turn number 4, he's going to do it. He's going to see the white flag. Race is official for the Las Vegas 100. And it will be Glenn Murphy Jr. through 1 and 2 for the final time. No traffic ahead of him. All he's got to do is bring it home. He can coast. He's got 3.5 seconds. 3 and 4 for the final time. Glenn Murphy Jr. heating up when it matters the most as we have 2 races until the chase for championship. He's going to come out of turn number 4, and he'll take the victory. Josh Lambert finishes where he started, but Jonathan Mazzela, your big mover, up 16 spots. Corey Blevins will beat Michael Jeans home to round out your top 5. And how about Anthony Giuliano? Season best finish of 6th. And then Brandon Massey coming off of turn number 4, bringing home 11th in his debut. Eric Schultz was the last man to finish, along with Brandon Massey on the lead lap. So 11 cars finished on the lead lap. And that'll be
just utter dominance by Glenn Murphy Jr.
Let's go ahead and... he's going to burn it down here in Sin City. Very nice burnout there. Well deserved for the 48 machine. The Speed Zone Esports driver. Picking himself up another win. Getting a love tap from the 41 there. He's celebrating. Podium finish. Anthony Giuliano out there as well, but all the top 3 burning it down. We're going to go ahead and see if they're in the waiting room. Not quite. But here with your race winner, Glenn Murphy Jr., and simply put, that was a dominating performance out there tonight. Led every green flag lap, not considering green flag pit stops. And outside of that, just a comfortable victory for you here this evening.
Yeah, we need to go throw a couple dollars down on the strip here at the casinos and see how it turns out. It was pretty good night for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, probably, I don't know. You might even win at that. I mean, it was just a completely dominating performance. Lady luck on your side, you know. But didn't need the luck. You just straight out went out there and was good, you know. So you didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, this has been our old league Speed Zone. This is actually a pretty competitive track. We had 5 to 8 guys who were really, really fast here. I didn't know what to expect coming into it. I was kind of tough to see a couple of those guys get taken out in the wreck. I don't know what happened or what caused it, but it was kind of tough to see Randy and those guys caught up in that. But other than that, yeah, this is a really good setup. I know some of the guys might not like it too much. You just got to be real patient with the throttle, and it's easy to overdrive this car and kind of heat up the right front. But yeah, we kept it in check tonight and brought it home.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations on a dominant performance, heating up at the right time as we're getting ready to head to the playoffs here in a handful of races. So leaving your mark when it counts the most.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And I just want to thank Lowe's and obviously thank you guys for putting this stuff on for us. And I don't know where we go next week, but I don't know if I'm going to make that race. But nonetheless, we'll be back here sometime in the next couple of weeks and give another go at it.
Absolutely. We have Bristol next week for 250 laps.
Ooh. Is that on dirt or is it just regular?
That doesn't say. It just says Bristol.
Okay. So. If it's on dirt, then I'll be probably bringing up the rear. But no, nonetheless, so I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully we can finish out the year pretty strong. I was pretty happy with the run tonight.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again on the victory here this evening.
I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Go ahead and pull up Josh Lambert, your second place finisher here tonight. No one was really able to run with Glenn Murphy Jr. You did it for a bit, though. Had a great battle with John Furnass for about 40 consecutive laps for the P2 position. They ended up coming out on top on that. So a very good night. Started where you finished, so can't really have too many complaints. We're actually catching Glenn there a little bit at the end. So a very strong performance from the 26 machine tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it. It was a good, clean race. I was kind of hoping for a late caution there. I knew he pitted a lap earlier, so Mike could have got him on a lap newer tires. I don't know. The dude was fast, so it's a good race.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes, it's just get one of those Jimmy Johnson type performances where they run out front and it's just gone. But somebody has to finish second. It was you, but definitely was strong race wise. Obviously the battle with John there for so many laps, able to just stay clean and bring home the car in P2 and get some solid points tonight.
Yes, sir. It was a good race. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Before we let you go, anyone you want to shout out or say hi to?
Yeah, my team, Bad News Motorsports, Dylan Bird, and Michael Jeans.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations tonight on a strong P2 finish.
Appreciate it, man.
Let's see if we got. Don't think we have.
I moved him up to the waiting, the waiting for interview, and he disappeared.
I think we have the 41 of Jonathan Mazzela, but would love to hear his take on the race. Was up 16 spots, your biggest mover, podium finish, so a very strong night from him. Brian, that happens. But let's go see who else we got. I guess I'll just go into our team interviews. So, and always we'll go ahead and start out with the man, the myth, the legend, Daniel Hashey. Here with Daniel Hashey, who tried a bit of an unconventional short pitting strategy, though, was at times the quickest car on track due to it, but had to make a late pit stop for fuel that did not get the caution he needed, but ended up actually in the 16th position, I believe, here tonight. Still up 5 spots from where you started. So, again, just more of that learning experience, I imagine, but caught up a little bit. Trying to get around that wreck as well on lap number 24. So, an exciting night for you, I imagine, from the driver's seat at least.
Sure, I have one question for you, Max and Art.
Absolutely.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, you were making it look easy out there at some point. Drove right around the race leader. Had a couple of 2-for-1 passes, passing 2 people in one corner. But yeah, you looked competitive out there tonight, making some good passes.
Yeah, I decided to hold my tires. So after the stage break, I was still with my beginning tires. So I was trying to do as low as I could to not lose the lap in 25 laps. Actually, I could do even slower to get a little more percentage in my tires. So I could held a lot in the second part of the race to get 2 fast pit stops and 2 fast sectors, being probably the one of the fastest in the race all the time, and hoping for a yellow flag that would help me put in the same lap, but it didn't happen. I thought that was a good try, so I need to learn a lot to fight in equal footing with the most of the grids. So I need to try something different. So today wasn't the day that I get the yellow to help me, but it was a lot of fun. So we could divide a lot of turns and pass a lot of people, always trying to do in the cleanest way possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Kept the car in one piece, which obviously the guys back at the shop will appreciate. Again, just another solid, consistent night. Trying out some strategies, putting notes down in the notebook for next time. So absolutely another good solid result for you.
Yeah, it was a fun race, a good practice in the circuit. I raced a lot in the circuit in the last days in different cars. I think every league in the world is running here, and because of NASCAR, of course, running this weekend. So it was very fun. I liked a lot of racing here today, and let's go. Next week we have more entertaining moments.
Absolutely, got you on board with our Monday Night League as well. So happy to see you come over there and some of your teammates as well. And it's always a good time hanging out with you guys.
Great guys. Next week we'll be here Monday and Tuesday.
Love to hear it. Well, looking forward to it, man. See you on Monday night.
See ya.
Yep. Here with the Corey Blevins in the 13 machine. He was another one of those hard chargers up 13 spots for the 13 machine. So talk us through your race a little bit and how you're able to get around all those cars.
Yeah, what a race. It's just luck, I guess, getting through that big wreck. It was part of it right there. It was a big majority of it. And a lot of it also was track position. Just getting up there and trying to save my tires, especially because I knew the final, the final two runs there were going to be a little bit longer than the first stint. So I was just trying to manage the tires and trying to get up there as far as I could. I know that I probably wasn't going to beat the 48. I mean,
Right.
he's really good. So we're just going to have to keep searching and try to get a little better.
Absolutely, but the consistency is very impressive as we get ready to head towards the playoffs. Got to have that to at least have a shot at it. But with the speed that you've shown, you got to imagine if you play your cards right, a win could be definitely coming up here soon for you.
Yeah, it's just it's going to take some strategy, maybe, but yeah, it definitely can happen. It's just you got to be in there. I mean, and if you're up front, it's more likely to happen.
Of
So
course, sure.
something goes wrong.
I'd rather be trying to
So
win from 4th than 14th for sure.
exactly, yes, for sure. Yeah, practice and qualifying, I thought I was going to absolutely struggle tonight. So to finish fourth, I'm pretty happy with that.
Absolutely. Well, it looked good. I mean, passed the second most cars tonight, 13 of them, so definitely did a bunch of things right, and we look forward to seeing you at Bristol next week.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Here with the rest of the Speed Zone Esports guys, and Ryan Tiller probably has an interesting story to tell us. What did you see there in that 3 wide move down the back straightaway?
It's just a bonehead mood. Honestly, like I've told these guys numerous times throughout 100 laps, I should have backed out of it. It was honestly, I mean, in the situation, in the heat of the moment, I felt like the 08 got loose. But watching it back, I think there was mostly net code involved, and I should have just been out of it and lived to finish the race, hopefully in the top 10. But we're here, we're crashed, and my Taco Bell's cold. So
Yeah. Just so you know, you have this kind of night sometimes. Can't fault you for trying. Obviously, it was coming to the end of the stage. A bunch of guys going for stage points there as we, as we start to head off towards the playoffs. Kind of get yourself set up positioning wise. So definitely understand the urgency there as we're trying to get all those bonus points. But
oh yeah,
yeah, looked
I was
good
definitely
though for
racing.
the first 23 and a half laps though, definitely. And I do think there was a little net code involved, but it did kick off a big old wreck. There was like 2 separate wrecks from that.
Yeah, and I felt like crap ever since because I didn't
Right,
want to tear up these better cars than I had.
right.
So I just apologize to anybody that was involved in it that's listening. So
Yeah.
it's all my fault. I feel like so.
Michael Tant, nice to meet you. First time we've seen you out here this season. Talk us through your race a little bit. Coming home in the 12th position.
He might not be there.
Ah.
He's back at the hauler already.
Yeah. Well, he looked pretty good on his debut, though. I mean, he was all right, running up inside the top 15 most of the night. Didn't tear anything up, so got to be happy with that.
Definitely.
Eric Shields, I believe, was able to hold off Brandon Massey there for the longest time towards the end. Came out with a top 10 as well.
Yeah, I was trying to balance between saving tires and trying to stay ahead of him, but I think might have used his stuff a little bit more, so that kind of worked out. But
He had, I believe, 1 lap fresher tires than you, but still able to hold him behind with the dirty air a little bit, giving you assists. But nevertheless, got to be happy with the top 10.
absolutely, I'll take it for sure, especially at this track.
Absolutely. But a good race from you guys. You look good out there, competitive every week. And I look forward to seeing y'all next week at Bristol.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right,
We're
Bristol.
looking
Look forward to
to
showing
it.
off that throwback.
Absolutely, gonna be a good one. Y'all
Throwback
take
weekend.
care.
See ya.
Yep. Final thoughts here from you, Art, from Las Vegas.
I mean, it's nice to be back with the typical LSRL ways. Green flag racing throughout.
Yeah, absolutely. One caution as it was coming to the stage, so I mean it was scheduled conveniently.